Okay, so the next section introduces us to two more shapes, parallelograms and trapezoids. When we first learned about parallelograms, we kind of considered them to be rectangles that had been, knocked a little bit askew. Slap them in the top corner and they lean a little bit. Because of that, we can basically treat them like a rectangle in that their area formula is very similar. Instead of length and width, we use base and height. And we only do that because the height is not part of the shape itself. It's going to be drawn in just like it was with triangles. It's going to have that dashed segment coming down through the shape. The area of a trapezoid is a much more interesting formula. So that says the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2, then times the height. So you'll see these little subscripts on 1 or on B. There's a 1 and a 2. That's because there are two bases, and we can't just use B and B. We need a way to know which base we're talking about at any given time. So B1 for base 1, B2 for base 2. This idea of using little numbers to the bottom right to differentiate between things that have the same name will carry forward into 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th grades. So, when we do the area of a trapezoid, we do need to pay attention. There is an operation to be done in parentheses. So we do have to add the bases first. So let's do some examples. First two are parallelograms, which is just base times height. So in the first example, the base is 23 and the height is 12. You can see the height, just like in a triangle, is drawn in on that segmented line in the middle. So all we got to do is 23 times 12 with our handy dandy calculative device, and that is 276. And remember that area is in feet squared, or meters squared, or whatever, units squared. For my other guy, he is going to be a base of 6.3 times a height of 2.1. So again, 6.3 times 2.1, that is 13.23 square meters. So parallelograms, really, really, really easy. We just multiply. Trapezoids are a little bit more. So I'm going to slap the formula down here so I have it to look at. So in this first trapezoid on the left, area equals 1/2 times base 1 we usually call the bottom, so 9.4, plus base 2 is the top, that'll be 4.6, and then all of that times the height of 4.5. Order of operations dictates that we do what's in the parentheses first. 9.4 plus 4.6 is 14. And then the 4.5 in the end. Now this is all multiplication. You can do it in whatever order you want. You can do it all together because you're using a calculator. 1/2 times 14 is 7. So I'm going to do 7 times 4.5. I'm pretty sure. Let's just check the calculator anyway. Yes. That is 31.5 centimeters squared. And for our second trapezoid over here, area equals 1/2 times base 1, which is 43, plus base 2, which is 17. All of that times the height of 18. We have to add first because it's in the parentheses. 43 and 17 is 60. And again, once it's all multiplication, you can do it however you want. 1/2 times 60 is 30. And 30 times 18 is going to be big. It is 540. And these are millimeters squared.